Okay, folks, we're getting close. 10 seconds.
Happy trials.
And go spring check.
6, 5,
Let's go to black.
3.
In order for some rides to work, you must consciously think that you are riding them.
I could hang myself with all the bad Christmas neckties I found at the dump.
Hello, I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and episodes I must review. You know, if you really have such a big family as the Loud House, have you ever eavesdropped on your own parents before to hear what they're saying behind your back? Or maybe at least you don't want to hear what they're saying. Maybe about your real time in the past, or they're gonna have another baby, or maybe abandon you. Ties that bind. The 18th episode of season 1 of The Loud House. This episode, I find myself both laughing and feeling hurtful until the third act. Well, let me come in with the Loud Kids and find out what the parents are saying. Today's Loud House episode was requested by Alan E. Stevens. If you have any Loud House episodes you want me to review, subscribe and leave it in the comments section below. In the Loud House, one boy and 10 girls wouldn't trade him for the world. A beautiful Saturday morning in the Loud House. So to speak, big and noisy in the Loud House. And what the hell is Lisa even blowing up in there?
How do you make an egg roll? I don't know. How do you make an egg roll? You push it. Good one, Mr. Coconuts, but your delivery was a little wooden.
Really?
That look at Mr. Coconut's face, it kind of gives me a scared feeling that he might have the Chucky syndrome. I mean, does he have life in him, like Slappy from Goosebumps?
Is that my shirt? Take it off. I can't. There are boys here.
Take it off. Take it all off.
Ah, Coconuts.
I'm beginning to believe that Mr. Coconut has a mind of his own about how hard he's getting. I mean, ask yourself, how can wood get so hard? You gotta admit, that was real funny. Excuse you, dillweeds. Nice to run your little brother over and not give a shit about if he's hurt or not.
See, Link, the key to parkour is momentum. Never stop moving. Door jump. Door jump.
I won't even ask, why is the cat using the toilet? And is it just me, or have I seen something like this before in Disaster Movie? No, wait a minute. Date Movie.
Welcome to a typical Saturday morning in the Loud House. Sure, it's crazy, but that's the way we like it. All 11 of us.
I can practically see that.
11 is way too many. I can't take it anymore.
But we can't get rid of them. I'm too attached.
Uh-oh, the parents are talking behind the kids' backs.
I know you are, honey, but they're just so obnoxious and loud.
I think they're talking about you and your sisters.
Why can't you help me? Stop! You're stretching my shirt.
Okay, it's official.
I'm sorry, but my mind is made up. I want all of them out of the house and on the curb in time for trash pickup tomorrow.
Jesus.
Holy shit, they sound so abusive! But wait, here's what they were really talking about.
But I love my tie collection. Cool neckwear is my thing.
Honey, they're an embarrassment.
Not this one. It's like a dance party around your neck.
Oh my god, I wish I actually found that kind of tie, and I wish I had it too. And I would give that tie a good tune-up too. At first I was afraid. I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. That kind of tune.
That is literally the dumbest thing you have ever said.
Yeah, why would they want to get rid of us?
Would you like the short version or the long list? Oh. What the hell is that? Is that a wolf or a coyote maybe? Who the fuck brought a creature like that in the house? And aren't the parents even scared of this kind of creature? Bad enough having a gator and a snake in the house that could almost kill somebody instantly, but I'll save that for another time.
Whatever, Mr. Paranoid. This is a waste of valuable texting time.
Don't believe it? Miss Head Honcho and a pain in my ass? Go listen for yourself and tell him he ain't lying.
But I thought you loved them.
Frankly, dear, I didn't like the first one. And the next thing I know, we've got 11.
Ooh, that'll stick a needle in your eye.
It's true. Mom and Dad are getting rid of us. Get the fuck out! I'm gonna go down there and give them a piece of my mind.
Guys, shh, quiet down.
I'm gonna lose my princess bed. Don't you tell me to quiet down.
Lower your voice.
Lincoln's right. We have to be quiet and perfectly well behaved.
Well, that's easy for you to say, Lori. How difficult is that for the rest of you guys to behave well?
Now who's with me?
What was that? That's more like it.
So Lincoln and the sisters clean and fix everything up around in the house and try to be well-behaved kids. As I can't possibly imagine why it was so difficult for them to behave in a grocery store. If these were your kids, who would you guys want to get rid of?
Here's your shirt back. Thanks. Wait, that's my sweater.
I will knock your ass out.
And it looks so much cuter on you.
That's better.
I'm sorry, I had to leave that part in. Anyways, well-behaved, not well-behaved, not well-behaved, stupid, stupid. Oh, that one's good. Well-behaved, not well-behaved, not behaved, and Lincoln's gotta piss.
Honey, please, won't you reconsider?
Guys, Mom and Dad are at the vent again.
Wait for me, this I gotta hear.
Okay, maybe I judged them unfairly. Forget what I said about getting rid of all of them.
It worked! We did it! We get to stay!
Oh joy, what a relief.
Speaking of relief, everyone out please.
That was a close call, and I thought they were so much bad parents. But I'll save some of that criticism for later. So the sisters leave the restroom so Lincoln actually could take a piss without even having to use tweezers on his... Forget it, forget it.
You mean it? I can keep them all?
I didn't say that, but I will let you keep your favorite.
His favorite?
Oh, we're playing favorites now, are we? Dude, can't you just pee and listen at the same time?
There must be one that stands out above the rest.
I've got some serious standing up to do. Right after I pee.
Lindsay, you're playing favorites again? Okay, I know that was for an episode later on in season 3 that I already had reviewed during Father's Day. Then again, that was a good idea for an episode like that one. Ooh, I actually like that. He's making breakfast for his family, and he's looking good in that suit too.
Lincoln? Where are you going with those pancakes?
Jehovah's Witness called IHOPs for takeout?
And why did you spell out world's best dad with chocolate chips?
You can read?
I am more than just a pretty face, Lincoln.
Oh, wow, shit. If that was so, then why did you have so much trouble reading in Read Aloud?
I'm in love with a stripper.
God damn it, I said read, not Rita. That's better. As I said, if that is so, then why did you have trouble reading in Read Aloud?
Uh-oh, there's a hole in the plot. Big enough to drive a Mack truck through.
And here's where we're about to go into a gray area.
But on the upside, we're not all getting kicked out. One of us gets to stay.
And you thought it'd be you?
I don't know why. That face always gets me smiling and laughing about Lynn. It's something about that face, about how the way she stares at Lincoln, and while she is chewing on the pancake, it's like she says, I'm going to give you 5 seconds before I fuck you up.
What happened to we all work together?
I'm sorry. I just kind of panicked.
You pussy.
Dudes, Mom and Dad are talking again.
Ooh, do tell.
I don't know. Maybe I'll keep the musical one.
Are you kidding? That one makes my ears bleed.
Way harsh, Mom.
You dicks! Did you see the looks on their faces after they got done comforting Luna? It's like they were feeling so bad for her, and then they were all like, let's all be a bunch of dumb sons of bitches and get rid of Luna. Who the fuck wants to get rid of Luna Loud? She's the best character in this entire show. Well, I wouldn't say best, but she is a good character to everybody, to the entire world.
Well, I definitely don't need the dark one. So dreary. Good for a funeral, but what else, really, right?
Huh? Shut up, fuck you.
The one with the hockey sticks.
Never been a fan.
Survey says...
That girl.
Same with the filthy one.
Survey says...
That is so foul!
How about the funny one?
Never made me laugh.
Survey says...
Ugh, now the pink one I can definitely do without.
Survey says...
You will pay for this!
I will kill each and every one of you with my bare hands if I have to! Shut up! Shut up!
And the littlest one is just crying to be thrown out.
Survey says...
Ouch, that hurts. And that's really sad, too. I feel so bad for Lily. Why the fuck would the parents even want to get rid of a baby in their family? That's just fucked up as much as get a tattoo on a baby.
Yeah, it's like we've got each other's backs, right?
You can't tattoo a freaking baby!
That's what the tattoo guy said. I had to slip him an extra $100.
Then we've got the dumb one.
What?
Should I even say anything about that?
Survey says...
Wow! Oh, that was nice.
You know, I'd also feel a little guilty about tossing out the gifted one.
Oh, who's gonna know?
Survey says...
Fuck you, duck!
So where does that leave us?
Guess who it be?
I believe it leaves you with Lincoln. But what do I know? I'm just the gifted one.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
Oh God, why is it with the sisters always complaining and bitching and moaning when it comes to Lincoln Loud? Whatever happened to they all stick together? And why is Lincoln even smiling like he's filthy rich?
Well, son, now that we've cleared out the clutter, we've got a lot of extra space in the house, and it's all yours.
Have fun with it.
That's not right. And you know, when I watched this episode again, I really noticed that Lincoln is kind of a dick. He reminded me a bit so much of Ichabod Crane from Disney's The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad in the story of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, about how the way he was fantasizing Catherine Van Tassel, his father being out of the picture, he wants to marry her and mainly get her money. Tell me that you noticed that too.
Well, the old goat can't take it with him, and when he cuts out, that's where I cut in.
You know, I wouldn't go and call Lincoln a douche stick, but he's a kid, and much kids at that age can actually be selfish at some points in time. But Lincoln, he has a heart.
Wow, I've always wondered what it would be like to be an only child.
What did you say?
I mean, being an only child is gonna be terrible. What am I gonna do without you guys?
Well, I guess we better go pack. I'm still trying to figure out who the dumb one is.
Now it's too easy.
My God, are you still smiling?
I wonder if I could fit a water slide in here.
That's not funny, dickhead. You should feel sorry that you're gonna lose your sisters. Be fucking grateful for what you got, you little shit. The grass ain't always greener on the other side of the fence, you know. It's funny how Lincoln and his sister were eavesdropping through the air vent when they think the parents were talking about them, when really they were actually talking about Dad's ties, which is kind of funny to me. And I'll explain so later on. But anyways, let's find out who they're going to get rid of.
I'm sorry, honey, but I just can't pick a favorite. It's too hard.
Fine, can we at least just get rid of one? Just one, I'm begging you.
Okay, we'll get rid of, the one with the white hair.
Holy sh**.
You know, I'm not even sure if it's mine.
Ooh, ouch.
The dad sounded like a bit of a douche stick there. Even though he's not saying it's about Lincoln, but the way he said that, it sounded too hurtful for Lincoln to hear. It's like Lincoln's thinking that his dad doesn't even care about his own freaking son. What was it again that Splinter said in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
All fathers care for their sons.
Here comes one of the best emotional scenes that ever came into the Loud House of season 1.
Oh, sorry.
I love that piece of music there. It's so emotional and it's a tear joke moment where they should actually use something like this for the Loud House season finale. When Lori's getting ready to go to college, everybody starts to move on with their life. I think that music would actually fit right there. We love these characters so much ever since they came in 2016. Okay, I'm getting carried away about this. I'll do this another time. Anyways.
You mean your Easter tie?
Good God, is that fugly?
Honey, no one calls it a hare. It's a bunny rabbit, but I agree, it's hideous.
Let's see. That depends on whether I give a fuck, shit tits.
So as Lincoln is packing everything up and getting ready to say goodbye to his sisters, and this part gets hate and loved.
You may be wondering why I've assembled you all here. I overheard another conversation between Mom and Dad.
What?
Wait, Mom and Dad aren't choosing a favorite kid to keep. They're just getting rid of one. Me.
Sorry. I was gonna say something, but I wanted to see how all this played out.
Oh, shut up, Frank.
So I wanted to give you guys my treasured possessions before I, have to leave. Lily, this is Bun Bun. He needs 2 hugs a day and try to keep his ears clean.
Hey, get that out of your mouth!
Luann, these are my rarest comics.
No fucking way.
But they're limited editions.
She's not taking them because you're not leaving. There's no way we're letting Mom and Dad kick you out.
I just love how the fact the sisters are actually standing up for their only little brother, or big brother for some of the little younger kids. We need more episodes that are like this, more than them treating him like Meg from Family Guy.
Oh, God, Meg, you startled me. I'm sorry.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
Really? Even though I was going to turn your rooms into my own personal theme park?
It was nice knowing you.
You are made of bitch.
Of course we won't let you go. You're our only brother. Come on, we're gonna march right down there and tell Mom and Dad you're staying.
And all of a sudden you're walking out on me? I don't think so. Not right now.
So what are we waiting for?
What the?
There's nothing wrong with his white hair.
White hair? You kids like my Easter tie?
Easter tie.
Yeah, it's great, right? You know what? They all are.
You see fabulous, I see fugly.
You guys have been talking about ties?
Of course. What did you think we were talking about?
Nothing.
We thought you were gonna get rid of us!
Do you have to gush like that?
Oh, we would never do that. You're the best 10 things that ever happened to us.
There's 11, honey.
Yep, right.
Oh, did you guys hear how stupid she sounded when she just said that? Let's play that again, shall we?
Oh, we would never do that. You're the best 10 things that ever happened to us.
There's 11, honey.
Yep, right.
Does anyone even think that that's foreshadowing to a certain episode in season 2 that came straight after the whole picture? And that's when Chris Savino gave us the middle finger. And speaking about that episode, I actually got a comment from Chad Webster, who comments, a massive spit in the face of everything they said to Lincoln and everything he has done for them. They just threw it all away. Lynn Sr. is the biggest hypocrite in the fucking house. He said he would never kick any of his kids out in Ties That Bind, and he said that all of his kids were his valuables in Lock and Loud. They do this to Lincoln after they were so worried about a burglar in town. Let that sink in. You know, Chad, I can absolutely agree with you about that. And I will say right now, this is possibly why Chris Savino's ex-wife took the kids with her after they got divorced. That episode had so many folks crying for Lincoln Loud because of him being abusive and neglected. And the more I think about that trashy episode, the less I think of Chris Savino having hope in succeeding in the real world.
Please, will you stop screaming?
Oof. Dad really should get rid of that one.
That is a fugly Bugs Bunny tie. So the next Saturday in the Loud House, the same routines go back over and over again of doing their usual habits. And this next part got me laughing and being scared at the same time.
Looks like everything's back to normal at the Loud House. And my eavesdropping days are over.
What do you mean you got a bun in the oven?
You guys!
Holy shit. Now it will be like Cheaper by the Dozen. For some of those who don't even know what a bun in the oven is, it means that Rita is actually going to have a...
You know I'm gluten-free!
Oh, that was a close call. Then again, is it really that much bad to actually have a 12 kid in the house? Ties That Bind. Where do I go with this? This episode got me liking and not liking the episode. Some things just stood out and became a bit predictable. This episode was kind of cliched for me, but it's not so bad. I mean, sure, this episode is kind of overwhelming for some people. I love how sometimes eavesdropping can leave results in stuff like this, but like I said, the concept is overdone to the point where it's just not that good. Lincoln and his sisters thought their parents were going to get rid of them, but they were talking about ties. By the way, is it just me or does this episode kind of shares a little bit of an episode of the Powerpuff Girls where Bubbles overhears the professor and she thinks he's making new Powerpuff Girls when really he wasn't. I don't know the episode, but I have seen it before long ago. In this episode, we find the parents in the closet with their ties, making the rest of the episode a bit predictable. I kind of like was when the parents were describing their ties in a ways that they would also describe the kids. And when Lincoln walks away in sadness when he thinks he's the one getting the boot. But other than that, Lincoln was a bit of a prick in this episode. Because when him and his sisters were eavesdropping and the parents were actually going to keep him around and kick the other sisters out, he was just smiling about it and keep thinking to himself about what it would be like to be the only child. It's almost like that he didn't give a shit about his sisters, which he would never do. Well, sort of. I would say the sisters would do the same thing to Lincoln, but they always make it up to him, like in a couple more episodes further ahead in the future, as we all know. And I wouldn't go and say Carla is the worst writer of the show. She's written a couple of bullshit trash episodes ranging from predictability to the monstrosity, insulting, abusive episode. No such fucking luck. However, this was her finest. An episode that tugs at the heart. Some jokes in this episode are the best. A great emotional scene with Lincoln strolling down the hallway in sadness. And I so much enjoyed this episode. She has put so much effort in this one. It's not the best, but I could still get into it. Except for the part when Lincoln was acting like a prick. Many can actually see this as underrated, but I could see this as a good episode. Weak episode? I still like it. Predictable? Still interesting. Dislike? Don't care. I like this episode. I'm the Loud House Critic. Now that I think about ties, I still gotta go through all my ties and figure out which one can I wear for Independence Day.
Out among the stars I sail, way beyond the moon. In my silver ship I sail, a dream that ended too soon. Now I know exactly who I am and what I'm here for.